makes it sound like a V6. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm here today to bring you the all-new DS3 Crossback. We're situated in the beautiful grounds of Knighthayes Court in rural mid-Devon. A truly fitting location for this luxury new brand from DS Automobiles. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with DS was a brand that was launched back in 1955 with the DS19, also known as Goddess in French. At its high point, that sold 80,000 units at the Paris Motor Show in 1955, with 12,000 taken on its first day. Now, for the time, with the advanced technology, that was quite a feat. Now we move forward to 2009, where DS launched the new Super Mini, the DS3, a little three-door hatchback with lots of bi-tone roof colour options and body colour choices. At the high point of that car, 40% market share in the Super Mini category, which again is some doing. Now we move forward again to 2015, where the brand split from Citroën. It becomes DS Automobiles, a standalone premium luxury brand. Now we jump forward again to 2018, and they go into their own dealerships, their DS Salons and stores as they're known. Now their first offering was the DS3 Crossback, a large SUV full of bling and lots of luxury and high-tech advancements in modern technology. And that brings us right back up to the present day with this, the DS3 Crossback, their second offering from DS Automobiles. Now, prices of this car start from £22,000 for the Elegance model, and then we go all the way up to just under £40,000 for the La Premiere. Now this particular one is the Prestige, sits in middle top tier. It comes available, all models come available with 1.2 Puretech engines. They're beautifully light and balanced, available as a 100 brake horsepower manual, 130 brake horsepower 8-speed automatic, and then this, the THP turbo high pressure 155 brake horsepower 8-speed transmission. And I have to say, this gearbox is butterly smooth. Now, diesel engines are also available. There's one, it's a 1.5 Blue HDI diesel. It's 100 brake horsepower option. There is also an electric version coming, the DS3 E-Tense, and that will be available later this year. No prices yet confirmed. So here we are at the side view of the vehicle. We've got some original features from the first DS3 kept in here, which I really like. They've paid homage to their so successful three-door hatchback. We've got the black A-pillars with the wraparound screen. We've got the floating roof. We've got a bi-tone roof colour option, which is black or white. It disconnects from the body, giving it that floating roof appearance. And what they've done is paid homage to the original and kept the shark's fin. Obviously now a 5-door, but still got the shark's fin there, a little smaller feature. The wheels, they sit on 18-inch rims on this one. They're diamond cut. And if I'm honest, I think this is what really lets the side down on this car. The front and rear end are so pretty. So is the side profile. But I just wish those wheels were a little bit bigger, looking at a 19 or even a 20-inch and having a lower profile tire just to fill out the gap there. I think it would just really complement the car. We come to these, the flush fitting door handles. Now, I'm not quite sure what I think about these. I don't know if it's a bit of style over substance. I can't quite work out how they work. Opening procedure's all right, but shutting, I can't quite get the keyless entry bit right. The rear of the car, we've got the privacy glass again, just really disconnecting the roof. We've got 10 body colour choices here on these. This is Millennium Blue, and I really do think that's where this car sort of fits for those millennials, those younger professional people wanting something a little bit different and stand out from the crowd rather than your standard type of cars. And this car is really shrouded in luxury. But we'll move on to the front and we'll show you around the front end. So here we are at the front end of the DS3 Crossback, and where the car really comes alive, in my opinion, we've got this huge open grille here. It reminds me of a basking shark with its mouth wide open, sucking in all that plankton. I really like it. We've also got the DS wing badge at the front there, a nice big prominent feature. And then we move across to these matrix LED headlamps. Now, I've been driving for many years. These headlamps are probably the finest headlamps I've ever used on a vehicle. They are truly sublime. Not sure entirely how they work, but all I can tell you is that they are fantastic. The illumination at night time is incredible. They seem to have this cross beam pattern. A big signature on the car. These are a cost option. They're approximately £1,000, but in my mind, well worth the money. And again, we've continued with the old DS3. We've got the vertical LED day running lights down here. Just a bit of a different shape, more incorporating the DS wing badge there as well. So again, paying homage to the original DS3. So here we are, situated at the back of the vehicle. And I think DS have done a really nice job on this. It's nice and clean. We've got the DS Crossback lettering situated there, nice and subtle. Top spoiler, nice wing DS badge. But what I really like about this is these exhaust ports here, these two exhaust ports. I think it really works. The boot space to get in here, little touch button there, but you can also do it on the key fob as well. And what we've got is a 350 litre boot space here. It's not the biggest in the class, there are bigger, but to be honest, it will work for most. You'll fit your gym kits, your shopping and everything else, those sort of things in there. Now, all DS's will come with spare wheels. This particular one doesn't. It does have the stereo system upgrade. So in the well of the boot, you've got a large amplifier and a bass speaker in there, which, to be honest, I'd much rather have, because the sound system in this is truly epic. Now, what it also does come with is your tyre inflation kit, so you have got an aid to get you on your onward journey. The seats will fold over flat, but you do get a slight ridge, a couple of inches there. It's not like some of the SUVs which does have a flat loading boot space. This will have a slight ridge. It's more of a hatchback, but to be honest, it will fit all your stuff that you need to, and it will do its job for you. And yeah. I'm 5'11". I've got my driving seat in the position that I would normally have, and I have to say it is a little bit squishy in here. Okay, probably for children, but for adults in here I think it would be a bit of a tight squeeze. It's very compact in here. I've got plenty of headroom, but yeah, on long journeys for adults in here I think would be a little bit of a suffer. I do like the shark's fin, that is continuation from the outside bringing in, and again the tweeters in the door. I quite like that. I quite like the narrow window. It makes it quite cosy, and if I was a child when I was a lot younger, I'd find it really cosy in the back of here and probably fall asleep, to be honest. Just look out the window, enjoy the drive, do a bit of daydreaming. But yeah, pretty tight in here. I mean, I could probably bring the seat a little bit more forward, but not the best. But just a reminder what you sat in. You have got the DS logo just situated in the back of the headrest. Again, another nice touch. So as we take a look around the inside of the cabin, this is a place where you will be spending all of your time. The outside is a really pretty looking car, but inside is really where the magic happens. And DS have been really thoughtful and some really nice touches in the car. With the switch gear, we've got the steering wheel here finished off in Napa leather. It's about the right thickness, perfect size. We've got the DS logo situated right in the middle, and then we've got the continuation of the diamond theme inside, even on the roll gear on the steering wheel. Just those small fine details situated here. We have mother of pearl stitching which starts from the door card, finished off in this lovely, again, Napa leather that runs through the diamond air vent on the door card, and it runs right across the dash all the way around, so you're just surrounded in this mother of pearl stitching. The leather itself has this distressed look to it, as you can just pick up here. It's hard to see and pick up on the video. the diamonds continue with the touch buttons that bring up the information on the 10-inch touchscreen. Now this has some lovely technology in here. We've got the Apple CarPlay, MirrorLink and Android Auto systems in here to cover off all smartphones. Heated seats, 3-stage heated seats. The heated seats are nice and warm. They're not hot like some other brands can be. They are warm, they're very subtle. But the diamond features, they don't push these buttons in, they are just a slight touch. You can almost swipe your finger over them and it will change. Now the only negative drawback really is that you have to touch the bottom buttons to activate the top buttons for your heating. So if you want to bring up your sat nav, you got to touch the sat nav and then type in your sat nav destination from the touchscreen. So it's a bit awkward when you're driving, but I suppose it's difficult just trying to get that right view and feature on the dash. But it is striking. You open the door and you look in here and it is really pretty. You are surrounded in luxury. The push button start is also a diamond. We've got the charge plate, which I know has been an extra on this car. This particular one, this 8-speed 1.2 155 brake horsepower, it retails at £30,000 and it has got best part of nearly £5,000 worth of extras on there. But you know, in my opinion, a lot of it is well worth it. We got the joystick touch gear lever, even the switch gear for the windows, all diamonds, even down to the park brake. There's some really nice details, subtle details, which DS have become really good at, and it's just so different from the competition. These seats, these are an upgrade for the Prestige model that we're in, and it is the watch strap leather design as well. We've got the speaker system, the stereo system in this car has been upgraded, and it really is a fantastic system. To choose your radio stations, you've got your volume controls at the bottom.
To radio. Advertising.
But it really is
see radio differently at radiocentre.org.
A really good sound system. The SOS and assistance buttons as well at the top, and even the vents and the light and switch gear up here is diamond. Got the black roof lining as well. Now you do get the SOS and the assistance buttons free of charge. SOS for life, that will give you the usage of if you're in an accident. But again, diamond feature in the tweeters, and a little bass speaker that's hidden away behind the touchscreen. Again, even that is showing some diamond features, all built around high class end luxury, Parisian flair and avant-garde styling, and it really does work in this cabin space. So as we come back to, we got after that little debacle, we've got ourselves acoustic screening in these cars. So one thing you will notice when you're driving along is just how quiet these cars are inside. This Puretech engine, it's an award-winning engine. It's won Global Engine of the Year 4 years running. Going along, 40 mile an hour, so super quiet in here. You can hold a conversation with anyone, even in the back, even at motorway speeds, it's that quiet. Road handling, it's quite firm, but I quite like that. I quite like the firmness. The DS3, the original DS3 was very firm. So was the DS4 and the DS5 actually. They were quite stiff chassis, quite firm on the road. I quite like that in a car. Some of the Citroens can be a little bit soft and a little bit bouncy. This one isn't. These are. What really tops off this has got quite a few extras. The headlamps. It's got comfort packs. It's got smartphone charging. It's got the lane departure warning systems and blind spot monitoring in this car. The sound system as well has been upgraded. So when you add all that in, this car now is up to £35,000, which I personally think is just a little bit too far when you're looking at the competition that it sits next to. I know a lot of these features are standard. But on the road, we're out in a beautiful sunny day in January in Devon, twisty roads. It's just so easy. It's no fuss. Gearbox is doing its own thing. we've got the lane departure warning system, which kicks in at 40 mile an hour and above. So we just warn you when you're getting close to a lane. It will flash green or orange on the dash in front of us. But if you're getting too close, it will pull you back in line, and it will flash and warn you on the front of the dash. As I say, it's slower speeds. It does feel quite firm, but again, I'm not opposed to that. I quite like a car that has a firmer ride. Not too hard. This is just perfect. Driving position, for me, absolutely spot on. I don't feel like I'm too tall, don't feel I'm too low, just good visibility on the road. Good visibility all round. I have got my seat quite far back, so this B pillar here does kind of intrude in my peripheral vision a little bit. The doors are quite small. We are getting steamed up in here, so let's put a bit of heating back on, get the aircon on, or demist it. And as I say, in these buttons, you've got the bottom button to operate, to change the top touchscreen, and then you've got to go onto the touchscreen to make your change, which is a little bit annoying, I have to say. And you always got to take your eyes off the road. It does come with Apple CarPlay, MirrorLink and Android Auto, so smartphone screen mirroring functions, really useful today. I'm an Android user, it's got Android Auto, works really well. Tap the Android Auto and up it comes. And very simple to use. The heated seats are on, as I say, they're not hot enough, but let's just turn them down a second. Now, this has got the upgraded radio system, and I have to say, if you like your music, well worth the upgrade. I think it gets the charge plate as well. Well, I'll pop her on. As you can hear, the sound system is superb in this car. I've got the bass setting on rock, so it's got a bit more bass. We've got tweeters up here, we've got the bass speaker in the boot, and when you ram it right up, there is no distortion. And I love my music, and it really is fantastic sound system.
But our eyes remain open, so much to say, but the words remain unspoken. Weep not for me, for my mind will hold it no peace.
As you can hear, sound system's absolutely superb. It's so quiet in here anyway, so by the time you've got the sound system on, it really does just give that perfect sound. I love my music, and yeah, really like that. That'd be an upgrade I would definitely have, along with the night vision. Now, as I said, we've got 3 modes. We've been driving along quite comfortably in the normal mode. I've just switched it on to sport mode. So what happens with sport mode, it quickens up the throttle response, the gear changes are a lot quicker, the dials go red, but it's the noise. It changes the sound inside the car, a synthetic sound. Kind of makes it sound like a V6, and I love that. I just love it. That I've never had that in a car before. So not only do you get the feel in sport mode with the stiffer steering, the throttle response is a lot quicker, it hangs onto the revs in the gear change a lot longer, but you get that synthetic sound that comes through. I don't know how it works, whether it's coming through the speaker system or they open the air vents, but I love it. It's superb. It just sounds like a V6 from a little 1.2 3-cylinder petrol engine. It just really works for me. We'll have another go. One thing I will say, when you're pushing it along, the car starts to feel a little light and a bit floaty, to be honest. Yeah, brakes work. Yeah, just at the higher speeds, it starts to feel like it's lifting a little bit, and it's a little bit light. I love that sport mode. Yeah, I'll be driving around everywhere in that and just hooning it around in first, second, third. I love that sound. We've got the paddle shifts. You've got to take your time with them. They got a kind of an auto blip from third to second. Going up the gearbox, it's quite responsive. Coming down, if you do it too quick, it doesn't, and the revs are too high, it doesn't like it. And the revs are too high now. I want to go into seconds. I want to give it some more. Come on, it just. There we go. So I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, that sort of sound, but it does just bring the car alive. I really like it. It's a nice touch. Now, quite tight roads along here, and it does have active lane departure warning system. And I've got it on driving mode here, and I can see that I keep getting close to the white lines. It's going orange, and it's always trying to pull the steering wheel back in line, which it's doing now, which I'm kind of used to, because I'm used to it with a lot of the vehicles that I drive. But for those who've not used it, you would wonder what the hell is going on. It's constantly fighting you when you get close to the line. It's pulling you back in line. It takes a bit getting used to. You can switch it off with the buttons down here on the side. With the automatic that we've got here, we have got the cruise control function, which is here. I know a lot of people complain it's behind the steering wheel. I've been in the automotive industry for a long time, over 10 years, and I've worked with lots of brands, and I know the Citroen DS brands have always, and Peugeot, it's a PSA group really, have had this cruise control function. I'm quite used to it, and it is, fairly easy to operate, but if you've not been taught it, you wonder how to switch it on, off, what's going on. And it works really well. The active, you can just set your cruise control and let it do its thing, and not have to really worry about it. Will almost guide itself in the lanes, and just let the car speed up, slow down with the car in front, so you can have to keep worrying about switching it on and off. You can set the distance as well, which is nice and easy to do. The standard distance setting, in my opinion, is too far away, so I always set it to close. So it sounds like you're going to be close, but you're not. You are quite some distance still on that setting. The car, the drive, I like it. It's comfortable. These roads are quite rough, so it's still quiet in here. Visibility is good. I love the frameless rear view mirror. I really like that. Just gives it again that feel, that higher end luxury. Pleasurable car to drive. So there we have it, the all new DS3 Crossback. I've been fortunate to have this car for the last few days, and have to say I've really enjoyed driving this car. I like the Parisian flair, the avant-garde styling, and if you want to stand out from the crowd, I think this car could be for you. My only drawback and my only negative would be the price tag. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching this review. Please like and subscribe my videos, and we'll see you again in the future.